What's up guys, OddEYES Lumia here today, and I have a sweet little feature match for your viewing pleasure. We're doing something a little different on my channel for my Yu-Gi-Oh segment. We have the new structure deck, Albaz Strike, and we are going to both be putting together the deck and playing against each other. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I have my buddy Braxton over here. He does my feature matches for my Digimon majority of the time. So yeah, buddy, are you pretty excited?
I mean, I don't know how these decks stack up, so
Well,
we're just gonna jump in.
Albaz is supposed to be like the next best deck, like hands down and whatnot, and there's just only like a few cards that you have to add to make them absolutely broken. So I've heard good things about these. So we're going to go ahead and crack into these. We're going to go ahead and sleeve up and kind of look at the cards. So I'm going to fast forward through that, and yeah, so let's go. All right, let me go ahead and roll. I got a 4. You got a 2. All right. So draw 5, 2, 8, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you don't have to shuffle extra deck. Don't worry, bro. I'm literally in the same boat. I'm like thinking, huh. All right, so I got a 4. You got a what? 2. All right, cool. So I'm first. All right, so first player doesn't draw. This is such a weird hand. Okay, so okay, cool. So I'm gonna activate the spell Branded Lost. The activation of your cards and effects that include effects of fusion summon monsters cannot be negated. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards and effects on monsters fusion summon this way. If a fusion summon fusion monster, you can add 1 Fallen of Albaz or 1 monster that mentions it from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. So I'm going to normal summon Summoner Monk. When this face up, while this card is face up on the field, it cannot be tributed. If this card is normal or flip summoned, change this card to defense position. Once per turn, you can discard 1 spell, special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster from your deck, but it cannot attack this turn. So, I'm going, it was normal, so it changes itself to defense position. It's a very interesting effect. Use its effect discarding Fusion Cycling Plant, which is going to let me go special summon a level 4. Well, I guess, the only option is to really summon my Fallen Albaz. Sorry, guys, we had to set up a life point counter, so if you saw a random life point counter just randomly appear, that's why. Alright, so yes, I special summoned the Fallen Albaz. Using his effect, discards normal or special summon except during the damage step. You can discard 1 card as fusion, summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters on the field as fusion materials included in this card, but you cannot use other monsters you control as fusion materials. So, we are going to use Fallen of Albaz and looks like a dark monster, a light monster, a little later higher monster, monster with attack. Well, I guess I have to use Rebellion. It's kind of sad. So we're going to go ahead and discard the... Which one is going to matter? Discard Branded Retribution. It's not discard a monster, is it? 1 card, perfect. To fusion summon Lubellion, the Searing Dragon. Lubellion, the Searing Dragon. Uses those as materials. Triggers Branded Lost. Since I... If a fusion on fusion monster, you can add 1 Fallen Albaz or a monster that mentions it from your deck to your hand. So I'm going to add... Got it. Yeah, I think I'm going to add Spriggan's Kit. It's like, why are you discarding? No, yeah, you're good. The only problem is I think Kit shuffles this, so it's kind of bad. But the worst thing either. So, Spriggan Kits has this cool effect. If you have a fusion monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz, which I do, as material on your field or in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add it to your... you can special summon this card from your hand. If you use normal or special summon, you can add to your hand 1 branded spell trap that is banished or in your deck or graveyard, then place 1 card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. You can only use the effect of Spriggan's Kit once per turn. So I'm going to special summon Spriggan's Kit. Spriggan's Kit's effect is going to let me go search for a spell, trap, or yeah, that's it, spell or trap. Oh, branded in white I want. Alright, cool. So yeah, I wanted branded in white, not branded fusion. Still gotta do the same thing. And then this card goes to the bottom of the deck. I'll activate branded in white. Fusion summon one monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as materials, including a dragon monster. You can also banish monsters from your graveyard as materials if you use Albaz as a fusion material from your hand or field. Or by banishing itself from the graveyard. Okay, cool. During the end phase of this card was in the graveyard because it was sent there activated by the Fallen Albaz's turn. It was sent there to activate the effect of Fallen. Oh wow. Alright, that's cool. So I can discard branded. That's really cool. So we're going to banish Fallen. We're going to banish Rebellion. According to what it says. Yeah. And we're gonna special summon Mirror Jade, the Ice Blade Dragon. I'm gonna just put it up here because she's beautiful. 3000 Fallen Albaz, Fusion, Synchro, Exceed, or Link monster. You can only control one Mirror Jade, the Ice Blade Dragon once per turn. Quick effect, you can send one fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard that mentions Fallen Albaz as a material. Banish one monster on your on the field. Also, this card cannot use this effect the next turn. If this fusion summon card is in its owner's possession, leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls during the end phase of the turn. That's really good. So yeah, I think I'm gonna sit on the Spriggan and the Mirror Jade. Go ahead. That's one way to get the big boss monster on turn one. Guys, let me know in the comments below if I cheated in any way. I still don't know this deck at all, so I feel like that worked. Read the cards did what it was supposed to, so, but, you know, things happen.
I think I'm reading this right. So I'll go ahead and play Keeper of Dragon Magic. If this card is normal or special summoned this turn, you can discard one card, add one polymerization normal spell or fusion normal spell from your deck to your hand. You can reveal one fusion monster from your extra deck. Special summon one of the fusion materials mentioned on that monster from your graveyard. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and banish it to special summon Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon.
Is he a dragon?
Mm-hmm.
The magician dude?
Yeah, Keeper of Dragon Magic. Dragon.
That's some weird shenanigans.
And then...
Let's see. In response, let's return quick effect. You can send one fusion monster from your extra deck graveyard that mentions Fallen Albaz as material to banish one monster on the field. It's feeling real good right now. So I'm going to activate Mirror Jade, and I'm going to go ahead and trigger the effect. I'm going to send Tycholand, the Ash Dragon. Fallen Albaz, yeah. So it doesn't have an effect until the end phase, but I'm going to use its effect to banish this, and then I can't use it the following turn, unfortunately. But we don't really care, so. Can someone say, I'm in danger?
Yeah, I got nothing.
You have nothing? Literally, oh god. Well, this is gonna be a short game. I'm sorry.
Like, I drew.
So it was literally, that was your out. I'm sorry. Well, this is Yugioh. We do not give mercy.
I know. I played enough Master Duel to know.
All right, cool. So do you have anything you can set face down, like special summon or anything? No? Oh man, I feel like a dick. Well, we'll just go to game 2 after this. Okay, so you're passing turn.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of your phase, this triggers Tycholand. I'm going to go ahead and add a monster with Dogmatica or Fallen Albaz. Yep, from my deck to my hand, or I can special summon it. I'm going to add to hand Dogmatica, the Flared Release, the Knighted. I'm very familiar with Dogmatica, so that is a little bit of an advantage I have on you. I do apologize. Since it's player knowledge and whatnot, I'm going ahead and explain it to you. During the main phase, if a monster is special summoned from the extra deck is on, if a monster is special summoned from the extra deck is on the field, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then, if you control another Dogmatica monster, you can negate the effect of one face-up monster on the field until the end of the turn. When Dogmatica monster declares an attack, you can make all Dogmatica monsters you currently control gain 500 attack. So, good card. But I'm pretty sure he's the only Dogmatica in the entire deck, so doesn't do much. But I'm going to go ahead and add him to hand, and then let's go ahead and draw for turn. That's not helpful. Let's go ahead and move to attack. We're going to go ahead and use Dogmatica's effect to special summon because I do control the Mirror Jade. So I'm going to attack for 25, trigger its effect, which will give it a plus 500. So that's 3,000. Go ahead and minus your 3,000. Oh, that's dope. It does the sound too. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and attack for another 3,000.
I'm going to use the effect to special summon this and negate the attack.
Oh, that works.
And it special summons in defense position.
Okay, so since the board state has changed, I can actually redirect my attack. So I can choose Spring Kit to go ahead and attack into your 1,000. She's 17.
Oh,
yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and kill that anyways. He can't attack because you did negate. You are going to be negating the attack for that turn. I'm going ahead and going to set one card. You can show one That's so broken. Go ahead. Mirror Jade's dub. At least that's how we've done in the past.
I mean, that's kind of my only out. Well, I mean, at this point, is my only out? No. Yeah, I'm gonna do 3 cards, and
I'll do this one. I'll do this one, and I'll do this one. And they're face down, so I can't look at them.
I got literally nothing. GG's?
Yeah, because if you had anything else, I'd call by the grave too, saying no. So, yeah, let's go ahead and go to game 2. First or second?
Second.
You get the draw.
Yep.
Makes sense. Cool. All right. Word. Well, I'm gonna set 1, and I'm gonna set 3. Pass.
Okay. Go ahead. Set.
You also playing the set game?
Set. Go ahead, set, and pass.
2 cards? Alright, cool. I will draw for turn. I'm going to go ahead and play Gold Sarcophagus. Going to go ahead and banish card from my deck face up, and during my second standby phase, after this card's activation, I can add that card to my hand. So in 3 turns, technically. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and do Fallen of Albaz. He's what it is. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and flip summon Omni Dragon Broadsword. Go ahead. Activate Branded of the Bond. Special summon one of your fallen Albazes that is banished. That is banished in your hand or in your graveyard. During the end phase of this turn, it was discarded by the effect of Fallen of Albaz. Add this card to your hand. Lols. Then we're going to go ahead and activate Fusion Substitute. Fusion Substitute lets me fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 fusion monster in your graveyard, return to the extra deck to draw 1 card. So we're going to go ahead and fuse these. Do you have any responses before I do that? Since you do have background.
Actually, I'm going to activate my trap card, Warning Point, on Fallen of Albaz.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that works. Yeah, cool. So that does resolve. Branded point does resolve, so we're good there. This is literally just going to fizzle, but it's going to the trash anyways. Because I've got Fallen Albaz on board. Okay, we'll go ahead and just go to combat then. And Fallen Albaz will just attack. What's his defense? 13. So he dies. He's 18. And we will pass turn. Okay. How long does warding point at like work for? Attack. Oh, we cannot attack.
Oh.
So he lives.
Yeah.
I apologize. Cannot attack. Cannot be used for.
That's a good card.
What a rude card. Bond. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So I'll just set one card and pass.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Draw. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and activate my spell, Fusion Gate. The cool thing is during player, the turn player can fusion summon, so you can too, which is a little more disgusting. So I'm going to go ahead and fuse these two together. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
You have any responses?
Nope.
Right. Then I'm going to summon Albion. Albion does his shenanigans. Discard fusion summon. You can discard one card to fusion summon one level 8 or lower fusion monster from your extra deck, except for Lumion, by shuffling fusion materials mentioned on it into the deck for mere monsters on the field, graveyard, and/or face-down banish cards. This card is broke, so I'm going to discard the Branded Retribution to go ahead and fuse him with the Fallen Albaz. Just going to shuffle them into the deck. See how I made extra steps that I didn't have to do? To summon your favorite. Mirror Jade, yeah. Because Mirror Jade is something else entirely. Let's see. Just you can banish this card from your graveyard and target with one branded spell, trapping your graveyard except for Branded Retribution, add it to your hand. Activate. You can only use one Branded Retribution effect per turn. That's pretty dumb. It doesn't really matter because I don't have a branded spell that matters. So we're going to go ahead, use Mirror Jade's effect to. Does it say face up? Nope, just one monster. Banish this. And we're going to attack this. Okay. But I do need to send with the materials, so I'm going to go ahead and send. I'm going to go ahead and send Albion, the branded dragon. End of my turn, I'm going to trigger his effect, which lets me set a branded spell or trap for my deck. I think I'm going to add branded loss. I'm going to go ahead and set that. Or sorry, branded fusion. It is player knowledge, so I'll go ahead and read it out. Fusion summon one fusion monster that mentions Fallen Albaz as materials from your extra deck using two monsters from your hand, deck, or field as material. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for fusion monsters the turn you activate this card. And you can only activate once per turn. Still, pretty good. I'll pass, go ahead. This doesn't get banished face down, just gets banished. You've got a few turns. You're AK.
Yeah. So we'll just set and pass.
Okay. I'll go ahead and draw. Let's go ahead and activate Branded Fusion. Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll use Branded Fusion. Go ahead and send Albion and the boy himself, Fallen Albaz.
Mm-hmm.
To fusion summon, I can do a 25 or higher with Fallen Albaz or a dark. So I could always summon Albion if I really felt like. He is. So I'm going to go ahead and special summon Brigand, the Glory Dragon. I'm going to go ahead and banish Fusion Substitute to add back Albion to my extra deck. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target one fusion monster from your graveyard, return to your extra deck to draw an additional card. I like it. Let's draw. Okay, this is a good card. Then I'm going to go ahead and ban Branded Retribution to add Branded Fusion to my hand. And then I'm going to, it's not one, Albion, the Shrouded Dragon that I sent to the graveyard to special summon again. Discard to special summon it. Because he's a 25k, you know, that's some pretty good stuff. Guess we'll just go ahead and enter battle phase. We got 5k and 8. Your face down's doing anything? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy.
No, I looked at. So the only thing that possibly could have saved me is that.
There can be only one.
But
no, it didn't matter.
Yeah, you summoned all different stuff. I was like,
man, I'm so glad I picked him. Oh my god, that would have wrecked me silly. All right, what was your other card?
It was
Fusion Recycling Plant. Yeah, it doesn't do crap. I had.
This is my hand. What do you do with it? Like,
oh, dude, that's rough. Like, I bricked 2, but I managed to break out of it.
I'm like, you get all these search cards, and I'm like, cool. I got nothing.
This is what I had. So I had a warning point face down too, just in case you went to go fusion summon shenanigans. I was going to set a Call by the Grave, and I had a Radiant in case you did summon Ice Jade, because I could just tribute it off. I was the set. But alright, well, guys, that was our feature match. Reigning Supreme over here. I do apologize that Braxton had a little rougher time. Just kind of showing the power of just one structure deck can do. That's actually kind of nuts. A lot of potential combos like Gold Sark and, you know, Branded Bond. I definitely recommend picking this up at your local game store. Support your LGS. If you guys know anyone likes TCGs, tell them to hit my channel. Give this video a like, subscribe, and I shall see you next time. OddEYES.